Okay, I'm making a modified version of chicken piccata, and this is part of the Around the World cookbook, and I have a PDF of that at my website. I will have a link to the file underneath this video. I'm going to be modifying the recipe a bit because my body has to get used to garlic and stuff, so I'm using garlic infused olive oil in place of garlic, and in place of all-purpose flour I'm using gluten-free flour. I have to get my body used to new ingredients that my body's not used to, and then once that happens I'll completely transition over to regular wheat flour and garlic and so forth. So right now I've got all the ingredients laid out. I like to lay them out ahead of time before I start making the video. It saves time. I rinsed the capers. I've got homemade chicken stock in here, which I'll use later. Here's the gluten-free flour. This is the garlic infused olive oil, fresh lemon juice, and then this is sherry cooking wine. And I also have some chickens here, which I'm going to have to prepare, chicken breasts. So right now what I'm going to do is get this, get 2 tablespoons of chopped parsley. So I'll go ahead and take care of that right now. This parsley has already been rinsed. I store my parsley in paper towels inside a Ziploc bag to make them last. It amazes me how fast parsley goes. Wow, it's good though. Just go ahead and get about 2 tablespoons of chopped parsley here. This will be towards the end of the recipe, just throw it in there. This is optional, but I figured since I have it, I'll go ahead and use it. Yeah, let's just go throw that out though. Just go ahead and use that. Yeah, I could chop it. That smells good. Okay, so just yeah, okay. So I'll go ahead and put that in a container. Actually, I could probably put it right in. That's what I put the flour in. I don't want to use that. Something with a little liquid in it. I know what I'll do. I'll just rinse this out. And I'll stick it in here, and I'll just stick it right in there. And then I'll know to, at the appropriate time, I'll just throw it all in there. My hands are wet. So, that's approximately 2 tablespoons. Guesstimate there, yeah, approximately. I'm actually using a little bit less chicken breast than the recipe calls for, which means I probably should decrease these other ingredients, but I had a big fat chicken breast, and I think I'll be good. I think the amount that I'm using of these ingredients is going to work good. So let's go ahead and work on the chicken breast next. I'm going to throw that out. I think I'll rinse this cutting board. Okay, the recipe calls for 6 boneless, skinless chicken breast halves, about 4 ounces each. Now these are chicken breasts that I cut up from a whole chicken several weeks ago, and then I froze them. Let's see what I can do with these. They're partially frozen, which is the best way to cut them. Let's go ahead and put this over here for right now. Let's see. You want to make them kind of like this to get it ready for this recipe, you know. I don't have to follow the recipe exactly, you know. Okay, let's go get the other breast. That's this one here. This one's big and fat, so. I guess this was a bigger chicken, eh? So. Okay, so I'm going to have to get 6 breast tabs out. This will be easy. I'll figure it out. And then I'm going to have to flatten them. And this is an Italian dish called chicken piccata. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that correctly, but it's yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead. Some fat that I missed. Probably not a super big deal, you know. All right. I need to have the garbage can closer to mine. Take some more fat off. Get this garbage can closer to me. Got it right next to me now. All right, let's go ahead and kind of slice this right down the middle. It's partially frozen, which is the best time to cut any meat. I've noticed that the meat will cut easier when it's partially frozen. Okay. Sometimes I'm in a hurry and I forget about the meat, you know. Let me see if I can get that fat off of here. That's okay. Take that off. Okay. Now I gotta have me 6. 1, 2, 3. That one's a pretty good size. This is a fat one. I think I might cut this one down again. Yeah. The best way to cut this meat would be kind of like going like this. Let's go this way so I don't cut my finger. Oops. Best way to cut. That one's going to be pretty thin. I can flatten this one down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that one's kind of thick. Who says I got to follow the recipe exactly right? Okay, I can have 7 pieces. That's a good size. I think I'm going to cut that one like this. All right, that's good. And then this one here, that one's kind of thick right there. I think I'm going to cut it like this. That'll be kind of like one there. And then I'll make sure this all fits. Yeah, that's good. That's good. This one's kind of thick. Yeah, that's okay. I can always pull it out of the pan if it cooks before the other pieces. I'm going to be using a big pan. That one's kind of thick. Let's cut this one down. Yeah. I usually make better food when I don't follow the recipe exactly and go with my guts, I've noticed. Yeah, okay, that's good. That one's kind of thick. My guts are telling me to keep these pieces kind of thin. All right, let's see, this one here, let's go this way, cut this one a little thinner. Okay, I probably don't need to flatten any of the pieces that are already thin. Like this one's good, because the recipe says to flatten the pieces. So this is good. This is thin already. This is thin already. We're going to flatten that one, flatten that one. This is thin already. That's pretty thin. We got some flattening to do on that one. This one's thin. Okay, some of these I need to thin out. They're actually kind of frozen. And I'll just get some plastic wrap and use this rolling pin. Yeah. Go ahead and yeah. Well, see, I'm using a plastic cutting board, so even though the recipe says to put plastic wrap on both sides, I don't need to because I got plastic on the bottom here. This is where you call what you call being creative and using your brain, you know. Like I said, my recipes usually turn out better when I use my brain and I don't follow the recipe slavishly. So let's go ahead and get me some plastic wrap here so I can use the roller pins and flatten some of this meat to prepare it for the stir fry. I guess you'd call it a stir fry. It's not really an Italian fry, maybe be a better way of putting it. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, for this recipe, if the meat's thinner, I think it captures more of the flavor while you're frying it, and that's why they want it thinner. So I'm going to have to accomplish that. It won't be difficult. So let's get some plastic wrap here. Come on, plastic wrap doesn't have a mind of its own, eh? This should work. All right. There we go. Right there. Okay. We're going to flatten. You can also use a meat mallet, so if this doesn't work, I'll use a meat mallet. It seems to want to slide like a fish. Here we go. You just kind of go like this. Hold it in place. You know what? I think I'm going to go with a meat mallet. Yeah. I do have one. That rolling pin, the meat's just sliding around like a fish. What do I do with it? I know I got one. I remember that I had one. I bought one. You know what? It might be in the other drawer. In this drawer. I wasn't thinking I'd have to use it, but doesn't seem like before I had a meat mallet. That's where you pound the meat into shape, you know. I guess it's over here. So let me look for it. Okay, found it. Here it is. Let's move this way. Yeah, this is working. I'm trying to flatten the meat a bit. That's good. Oops. Jeez. Brain control made me bump right into my... Okay. Go this way. Right here. I only need to do it to this meat. Okay, we're good. We're good. All the meat's flat enough now. That's good. Let's go ahead and put it all in here. Haha. And there we go. Nice and flat. That way it's going to capture more of the flavors when it's frying. There we go. You say, boy, you're going to have enough for leftovers. Yeah, yeah, that way I won't have to cook as much tomorrow, right? So, yeah, this will be good. I'm going to have to wash that cutting board. Okay, this chicken's going to get coated with flour, so let me dry it up so it doesn't absorb. The recipe does say to do this. I'm not quite doing it in the order in which the recipe says to do it. But let's just go ahead and take off the excess liquid off of the chicken breast so it'll absorb just the right amount of flour. Get the garbage can here. I'll be using lots of paper towels for this, it looks like. Yeah, we just want to make sure that we're taking off excess liquid. Yeah, so it'll absorb, because this is going to be coated in flour before I fry it. So let me just go ahead and do this for all the breast pieces. Okay, I just added flour to this plate. And right now I'm heating a large skillet over medium heat. And I'm going to be adding a tablespoon. Let me go ahead and bring this over this way. I'm going to be adding a tablespoon of olive oil. That's going to be garlic infused olive oil. No, a teaspoon, excuse me, a teaspoon of olive oil. Yeah, let's get a teaspoon. Oh, here's my teaspoon. Use this. This is a teaspoon. That's garlic infused olive oil that I made myself. And I will be cooking the green onions in it, which I'm going to pull out of the freezer. So saute the green onions. It says saute the green onions and garlic till just tender, because I'm not using garlic. I'm trying to get my body used to garlic. And the amount of green onions that I put in there is 8. So I'm going to sort of guesstimate on this right here. Actually, let's go this way, because I'm a left-handed person. So yeah, let's go this way. Spread the oil around. Approximately 8, I just guessed. 1, 2, that would be about 3, 4, 5, 6. That's about 8. Yep. The rate I'm using these green onions, I may have to go buy me some more. But I've noticed green onions are really great for a lot of recipes. If that's what I have to do, then I'll go to the store later. Actually, I wasn't planning on making chicken piccata. I was going to go crazy with liver. So I might be okay, because we'll see. So, about 2 minutes, till just until tender, remove from the pan and set aside. Yeah, about 2 minutes. Yeah. Actually, the recipe does call for green onions. So that part is low FODMAP, though I'm not really following low FODMAP completely. That's good. Let's go ahead and take it out. I'm finding using garlic infused olive oil in place of garlic is working beautifully. It gives it like an almost a gourmet flavor to all of my foods. It's, yeah, I mean, it's like you eat the food and you feel like you're eating something really expensive. Of course, if you buy this flavored oil in the store, it is expensive, so I just make it myself. Let me see if I can take this out this way. Okay, I'll add that in later. Okay, now, so I put the flour in the plate and lightly coat both sides of the chicken. So I'll see. That's good. And then you shake off any excess. Okay. Looks like I'll be doing this for all the chickens here. I've got quite a few chickens here. I might have to do this. Put you over here right now. I may have to go through this twice. Yeah, looks like I'll have to cook this chicken twice. I mean 2 rounds because the pan's just not big enough. Or I could use, nah, that's okay. I'll do it twice. Yeah, I'm going to have to cook it twice. I think I remember when I made this recipe before, I had to do it more than once. Well, I like my chicken thin, so that means I got to do it more than once. So. Okay. Yeah, I think, let me see if I can make more room here. I think I really need to put another one in here. Or else I'll end up doing it 3 times. So. And I'll definitely have to add more oil to the pan for the, yeah, there we go. Yeah, I have to go through 2 rounds of this. I do have more oil if I need to add it. Let's go ahead and get me a, that's good. All right. I'm going to have to remember to half the, let's see. Yeah, I'm going to have to remember to throw in half all the ingredients when I, when I do this in parts. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. Brown it a little bit more on this side. Yeah, a little bit more browned, I think. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing is cooking all the chicken like this and try to get a little bit more brown. And then when I'm done, I'll go to the next step. I'm on the 2nd round here. I think I can fit them all in the pan. I'm going to squinch them, you know. Here's the 1st round. It's not even fully cooked, but I just didn't have room. They kind of shrink after they cook, So I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to throw them all in there and continue with the recipe. Okay, I'm making room for 1/2 of the pan. Let's go ahead and throw in the rest of these. Throwing some water, adding some chicken juice there. Figure that'll work. Yeah. All right. Definitely, I was worried about not having enough meat. That is not going to be a problem. Yeah. This one here needs to cook too, man. All right, let me see if I can throw in some more liquids here. Return the green onions and garlic to the pan. Let's go ahead and do it now. The garlic is in the garlic infused olive oil, so. One advantage of using garlic infused olive oil is I don't have to worry about burning the garlic, which Italians hate to do. Since it's, well, unless you would consider burning the oil, burning the garlic, so. Yeah, ooh, now it's starting to look good here. Yeah, that looks good. All right. Yeah, that's good. All right, let's see what I do next. Okay. Add the broth, lemon juice, and the capers. Here's the lemon juice. Oh, man, I missed a seed. I'm going to get that seed out of there. There we go. We'll just use all this lemon juice. That'll also help cook it too. Yeah. I can tell this is going to be good. Here's the capers. My men are going to enjoy this. There. And the broth. This is my own homemade broth. Made without onions and garlic. I use this kind of chicken and bay leaf. Okay, that looks good, man. Oops, we're not done yet. Okay. And the wine and the sherry if using. Yes, I am going to be using that. Here is my sherry. So, here we go. I think it'll give a nice flavor to this. Ooh, this looks delicious. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to use some wine. I thought that would make it taste better. Okay. Now, saute over high heat until heated through about 2 minutes and then stir in the pepper. That's black pepper to taste, yeah. Okay, let's put the heat up a bit. That's the reason I didn't cook the meat all the way, because I knew I'd be adding liquids and then it would get cooked. Yeah. Ooh, I bet this is going to be good, man. Yum, yum. I bet my men will enjoy this. Boy, that one really got thick there. All right. I'm going to make sure all this chicken is thoroughly cooked. I can see why they like to pound the meat, because the ones that I didn't flatten seem to be thickening up quite a bit. So, but it'll still be good. Almost done. Then I will taste it and let you know how it is. Just make sure that the thickest part there is cooked. I don't want to eat raw chicken here. That looks cooked. Turn the heat off because I can tell it looks like that looks cooked. Yep. Looks like we are cooked here. I remember when I used to, that one needs to cook a little bit more. Keep the heat up. Alright. Because I cooked them separate. That one's good. That one's good. That one's a little bit away from the heat. Let's go ahead and add some pepper in here. Yeah, pepper would make it. That's good. That's good. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, throw in some chopped parsley. There we go. Boy, that looks good, doesn't it? So, all right. What I'm going to do is taste that and let you know what it's like. Oh, let me show you what it looks like. There it is. That looks good, eh? Turn the heat off. Okay, there. I put it on this little table where my men can get it. It'll go right to Church of Gail. They might want to wait till it cools off, though. That looks good, doesn't it? I gave myself a little bit more light so you can see it better. Yeah, there you go. There it is. It's called chicken piccata. This is an Italiano dish. I use gluten-free flour and garlic-infused olive oil, and the recipe will be in the PDF file in the link underneath this video. Okay, let's try it. I added some salt because it needed a little bit of salt. It's good. Yeah, when you add salt, it's good. I'm debating whether adding the sherry was a good move. It's good. Next time, I'll probably use a little less sherry. It might have been better with white wine, which I didn't have. Oops. Yeah. But it's not bad. And this is good. I will definitely post this at my YouTube channel. I remember last time I made this, I used white wine. This is better with white wine than sherry, in my opinion. Some people, but it's not bad. I like it. The recipe says to garnish it with lemon slices, so I added some fresh lemon juice on top of it. I bet that's what will make it great now. That's it. Yep. You add some fresh lemon juice on it, it's perfect. It tastes very Italian too.